Did you know that the world's best female footballer today didn't even have a proper girls' team to play for when she started out? That the first footballer, male or female, to win the Laureus World Sportswoman of the Year wasn't Messi or Ronaldo, but a Spanish midfielder barely over 5 feet tall? We're talking about Aitana Bonmatí, a player who has shattered records, challenged traditions, and inspired millions. She's already a 2-time Ballon d'Or winner, a World Cup champion, and an activist using her voice to drive change. Today, we're taking you beyond the pitch to uncover 10 things you didn't know about Aitana Bonmatí. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll admire her even more. If you love deep dives into your favorite athletes, their journeys, their struggles, and their triumphs, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a story. Now, let's dive into the remarkable world of Aitana Bonmatí. 1. Early life and unique naming convention. Aitana Bonmatí was born on January 18, 1998, in Sant Pere de Ribes, a small town in the Catalonia region of Spain. Her upbringing was steeped in Catalan identity and progressive values. Both her parents were teachers and feminists who instilled a strong sense of independence and equality in her from a young age. In fact, when it came time to register her birth, her mother made a conscious decision to challenge Spanish naming traditions. In Spain, children typically take their father's surname first, but her mother insisted Aitana be registered with her surname first, Bonmati, so that her daughter would carry forward her maternal lineage. This seemingly small act of resistance speaks volumes about the environment Aitana grew up in, one that celebrated individual identity, equality, and the courage to break norms. It's no surprise, then, that these values have shaped her career on and off the pitch. Her name itself has become a symbol, not just of sporting excellence, but of cultural pride and feminist principles. 2. La Masia's hidden gem. Aitana's football journey began early. Like many kids in Catalonia, she was obsessed with sports and spent hours kicking a ball around her neighborhood. But it was at age 13 when her path changed forever. She joined FC Barcelona's prestigious La Masia Academy. At the time, La Masia was primarily known for producing legendary male footballers like Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi. There was little infrastructure for girls, and it was still rare for female players to progress through the ranks. Undeterred, Aitana trained relentlessly. Her father often drove her more than an hour to and from practice several times a week, a routine they kept up for years. It was during these long drives that Aitana began to develop the mental toughness and commitment that would define her career. In 2015, she made her senior debut for Barcelona's first team at just 17 years old. While the spotlight was still on the men's team, those who watched her play could see she was a special talent. Now, 10 years later, she's one of the faces of the entire club. Proof that La Masia can shape legends in the women's game too. 3. Academic pursuits beyond the pitch. Many elite athletes focus exclusively on their sport, but Aitana has always valued education. She enrolled at Ramon Llull University in Barcelona to study psychology, fascinated by the mental aspects of both sport and life. However, as her football career began to skyrocket, balancing psychology studies with a full-time athletic schedule proved challenging. Never one to give up, Aitana pivoted her academic path toward sports science, a field that dovetails perfectly with her profession. Studying sports science allowed her to deepen her understanding of physiology, nutrition, and the biomechanics of movement, which in turn enhanced her performance on the field. Even now, despite her international fame, she continues to pursue learning outside of football. Aitana often emphasizes the importance of intellectual curiosity and personal growth, particularly for young female athletes. She believes that athletes should be more than just their sport, that education, activism, and creative passions are equally vital. Her commitment to lifelong learning sets her apart and serves as an example for anyone balancing ambition with self-development. Fourth, a trailblazer in international football. Aitana's rise through Spain's national teams has been nothing short of extraordinary. She first made waves at youth level, starring for Spain's U17 and U19 teams, and winning European championships along the way. At the 2018 FIFA U20 Women's World Cup, she helped Spain reach the final, a sign of things to come. She made her senior national team debut in November 2017, but her defining moment came in 2023. That year, she led Spain to its first-ever FIFA Women's World Cup title. Not only was she a standout player, she was the tournament's heartbeat, dictating tempo, creating chances, and scoring critical goals. For her efforts, she was awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. In just a few years, Aitana has gone from a promising youth prospect to one of the undisputed best players in the world. Her leadership on the international stage has helped elevate Spanish women's football to unprecedented heights. 5. Record-breaking accolades. As of 2025, Aitana Bonmatí has accumulated a staggering list of individual honors. In 2023, she won her first Ballon d'Or féminin, following her dominant World Cup run. In 2024, she repeated the feat, becoming one of the rare players in history, male or female, to win back-to-back Ballons d'Or. In addition to those historic awards, she was named the best FIFA women's player for both 2023 and 2024, and won the UEFA Women's Player of the Year for her club achievements with FC Barcelona. Even more impressively, in 2024, she made history as the first footballer, male or female, to win the Laureus World Sportswoman of the Year award. The fact that no man had achieved this before speaks to the power of Aitana's global influence. Her trophy cabinet rivals that of any footballer on the planet today. And at just 27, she is still in her prime. 6. Commitment to social causes. Aitana has never been content to just play football. She uses her platform to advocate for causes close to her heart. She works closely with the United Nations Refugee Agency, UNHCR, in Spain, organizing football sessions for refugee girls and promoting education for displaced children. She's passionate about gender equality and LGBTQ+ rights, and often speaks out on these issues in the media. During the 2023 World Cup, Aitana was one of the players who publicly supported the Spanish team's demand for structural reform in the Spanish Football Federation. Her courage helped catalyze wider changes that are benefiting women's football in Spain today. By leading both on and off the pitch, Aitana is redefining what it means to be a modern athlete, a player who uses her voice as boldly as her feet. 7. A distinctive playing style inspired by legends. At one point, 6'1" meters, 5 feet 3 inches, Aitana may not be the tallest player on the field, but her technical brilliance makes her a giant in the game. Her style draws direct inspiration from Xavi Hernandez and Andrés Iniesta, two Barcelona legends whom she idolized growing up. Like them, Aitana excels in tight spaces, uses her first touch masterfully, and dictates the flow of the game with pinpoint passing. She's also added her own flair, bursting forward to score goals, making clever late runs into the box, and showcasing a tenacious defensive work rate. In today's Barca system, Aitana operates as the creative fulcrum, often taking on the same role that Iniesta once played, She is the conductor of Barcelona's beautiful, possession-heavy game, one of the hardest roles in football to master. Her ability to control matches from midfield is a huge reason Barcelona continues to dominate in Europe. 8. A private personal life. Despite being one of the most famous athletes in Spain, Aitana remains intensely private when it comes to her personal life. She rarely discusses her relationships in public and chooses to keep her social media focused on football and advocacy work. Rumors occasionally swirl, especially on social media, about potential partners or her sexuality. But Aitana herself has never publicly confirmed or denied anything. What's clear is that her energy is focused on her professional life and on maintaining a balanced, healthy personal space away from constant media attention. In interviews, she's spoken about how important it is for her to have close friends and family who support her outside the football bubble. In an era when athletes' private lives are often scrutinized online, Aitana's choice to guard hers is admirable. 9. Literary contributions. In 2022, Aitana published her autobiography, Tots Unides Fem Força, Together We Are Stronger, a beautifully written account of her life, career, and personal philosophy. The book's structure, 14 chapters, is a nod to her jersey number and to Johan Cruyff's famous number 14 shirt, symbolizing creativity and leadership. In the book, Aitana opens up about overcoming setbacks, coping with the mental pressures of elite sport, and finding her voice as a leader. It also provides an honest look at her Catalan identity, feminism, and commitment to activism. For young athletes and aspiring footballers, it offers an invaluable glimpse into what it takes to succeed at the highest level while staying true to your values. 10. A role model for future generations. Above all, Aitana Bonmatí stands as a beacon for the next generation of footballers. Her story, rooted in humility, resilience, and excellence, is inspiring countless young girls to dream big. Her impact is visible in Spain, where youth academies have seen a surge in girls' football participation since her rise. Aitana regularly visits grassroots football programs and speaks to young players about the importance of hard work, education, and using their voice for good. Her career is a powerful message. You don't have to conform to old molds to succeed. You can be technical instead of physical. You can be intellectual and an activist as well as an athlete. In short, you can be authentically yourself and still become one of the greatest in the world. Aitana Bonmatí's story is one of passion, perseverance, and purpose. Her journey from a determined young girl in Catalonia to a global football sensation is inspiring. Through her achievements and advocacy, she continues to break barriers and pave the way for future generations in sports and beyond.